here with Chris Holloway, owner of Certapro Painters right here in Brunswick County. Very great business. I don't think we've ever had a painter on Brunswick Biz, so we're excited to have you here and hear everything that you guys do.
Well, thank you for having me. We really appreciate it.
We appreciate it too. Tell us a little bit about, first, Certapro Painters. Tell us about the company itself.
Certapro Painters started in 1992. The headquarters is in Oaks, Pennsylvania, and it's a franchise. Currently, there are over 400 franchise offices throughout Canada and North America. So what Certapro brings to the customer is the backing of a large company that provides a 2-year warranty on everything we do, not just with the local folks, but they also bring into the customer the local expertise. For instance, painting in Brunswick County is a whole lot different than painting, say, in Raleigh. Raleigh doesn't have the weather we have, they don't have the sun, the sand, and to be honest with you, they don't have the mildew problems we have. So it's a very different environment, and so you have to know what's going on in your environment, and so by being a local owner that lives in the area, we know what we need to do to make your painting job last.
Great. Well, that's great to have some tips from people who know exactly what to do when it comes to interior and exterior painting.
And we do both.
Great, good to know. Tell us a little bit how you got into the business.
Well, I have been a North Carolina resident almost all my life. I went to NC State, got a polymer chemistry degree there, went on to Virginia and got a master's degree, and then I started working for 2 of the largest textile companies in the world. And so as I moved through there, I went into the automotive industry, and then we decided we were just going to come to Brunswick County and live. We bought our house in Oak Island, and I started Certapro Painters in 2006. So kind of a roundabout way to get there. And it's kind of interesting because the polymer chemistry knowledge that I have, now I'm not a chemist anymore, I couldn't even draw a benzene ring, but the knowledge I have of polymers really helps out when we have difficult issues with a painting surface. And we know how to best utilize the technology people like Sherwin-Williams supply us. We know how to best prepare the surfaces on challenging products and surfaces. And so I think it helps us do a better job.
Great. Well, good to know. Now, you just mentioned y'all do interior and exterior of a home. Do you do residential and commercial, or do you stick to one more than the other? Well,
Certapro initially started as a residential painting company. However, the expertise in residential has transferred well to our commercial efforts, and so we do large commercial jobs, small commercial jobs. This office, my office, has done projects for the Navy that are bigger than $500,000. We've also done the front door of your mom. No, I'm joking, not your mom. So we do everything from a small painting job to a very, very big job, and we have the expertise to do that. So while we started out as residential, we can handle just about everything.
Okay. So to be able to do all that, I would assume you have a pretty good team.
Absolutely. Our team is, I guess, centered around our job site supervisor system. For every job, there is a supervisor that is solely responsible for doing that work. He communicates to the customer. He makes sure that the painters are doing the right thing. He makes sure that we have the materials that we need to do the right thing. He checks the quality to make sure that the preparation is done well, that the intermediate coats are done and the final coats are great. And he walks through with the homeowner at the end of every day, or if it's a commercial job, the project manager at the end of every day, or however they want to do it. But that job site supervisor is the key person that makes the job done right. The supervisor, of course, has to know what to do, and that's where we come into play. So myself or one of my sales folks will visit and we'll do the actual estimating. We'll communicate with the customer to see what their needs are, what they want the finished project to look like, and then just talk about anything of significance that we should know to accomplish that goal. So after we do that, we meet with our job site supervisor right before they come to your house or to your building. We do what's called a job handoff, and that is a complete discussion of what the customer has told us, what we then saw, and what the actual proposal entails. And so when the job site supervisor and the crew arrives on site, they're there to do the work and complete the work that the customer communicated to the salesperson. And of course, as sales folks, we drop in and check on things.
Right.
But we really kind of interrupt the flow because the supervisor is a 25% supervisor and about a 75% doer because he's the most talented, it could be a she too, but they're the most talented person that we have on that job. And they don't leave that job until it's done. So one supervisor, one job.
Gotcha.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, I like that. Very good. It feels like it's very thorough, I guess, when you have someone, the same people completing the project. Now, tell me what to do if someone were hoping to repaint their interior, but they have nowhere to start. They don't even know which way to go. How do you help them, or can you help them pick colors and kind of go in a certain direction?
Absolutely. Most people buy a house that has the generic type of beige colors on the walls and white trim and white ceilings. For a lot of people, that's great because they want to show off their belongings. They want their furniture to pop. They want their objects of art to pop. So a neutral background is terrific. But then you have other people who really want their walls to pop, and that's where the artwork, they want the artwork to be the walls, or part of the artwork to be the walls. So within our team, we have excellent color folks. I'm a great color person. Our salespeople are great color persons. But sometimes we need to bring in some more help. And so what we'll tell our customers to do is to go on the computer and go to, say, Sherwin-Williams' website. They have a color visualizer. They can take a picture of their room, upload it, and then they can paint on the computer with different colors to kind of give them an idea.
Very cool.
From that point, we recommend that you go, or we can deliver it, some sample paint. And you actually paint a little section on the wall. Now, when you do that, you want to look at it in the 3 different lights because color changes with light. So there's the dark at night when you just have your home lights on.
Right.
There's the bright sunlight when, gosh, you don't need any lights in the house, everything's fully lit up. And then there's that kind of early morning and then late afternoon dusky look.
Right.
And so you've got some sun and some lights that you have in your house on. Colors can change. And so what might look great in the dark could look ghastly in one of the other 2 lights. So, but let's say we can't even get to a color from there. Then we bring in designers. We have a couple great designers that work with us. They come in and help us pick colors. So we kind of run the gamut from, if the customer knows what they want, great. If the customer doesn't have any idea, we can help them. If the customer is completely colorblind, then we can help them too.
Now, can people do something more like a pattern or design on the wall, or is that kind of put further? Y'all just do mainly the wall colors of the interior and the exterior? Great
question. There are a terrific group of faux painters in our area, and they are artists. They really are. We don't do that artistic work because that really is a different methodology. We do stripes. If people want stripes in their living room, and you can see the commercials, where people do the stripes on there. We do that. We're great at that. But if you really want something artistic, then we'll recommend a couple great faux painters to have come in and do some specialty work. They can do things like make a wall or your mantelpiece look like marble. It's amazing. But we do the prep work for them. They do the artists. So we're great painters, but we're not artists.
Okay, there you go. So say someone's looking to do residence, or maybe someone has a second home here. I know a lot of people do have that here at the beach. What's your contact information if they were looking to use you guys for a project?
Well, we do a lot of absentee homeowner painting. I've had customers I've never actually met because they own rental property. They don't come down much. And so we communicate with them via email, photos, of course, by telephone, cell phones. But the easiest way to get hold of us is our 1-800 number, and it's 1-800-GO-CERTA. It's right there.
Okay, there it is.
If you call that number, they'll ask you where you live and your zip code, and they'll refer you to the right Certapro location. So if you're in Brunswick County, they will refer you to our office. Now, our local office, if you just want to pick up the phone, is 910-398-7790. But if you call the 800 number, you'll get it. And that one's easy to remember. So we're available. Also, you can schedule on the web by going to Certapro.com. We have our schedules there. You can select a time for one of our sales folks to come out, and whenever you're available, there's a spot open for you, and you can select it there, and then we'll communicate with you and show up. So you can use the internet. You can use the telephone, you can call the toll-free number, or you can call us directly.
Very convenient. A lot of ways to get in touch. Well, we appreciate you coming out here, doing the interview. I'm excited to see some pieces that you've done for some before and after
Yes.
pictures I know we're going to see. So we appreciate it, and thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.